In this session, we will be showcasing one of NetSuite's greatest strengths over other ERPs and financial management systems, and that is its flexible platform. NetSuite's platform is comprised of three layers. Starting from the foundation, there's the infrastructure, application, and development layer. Built on the best cloud infrastructure, NetSuite's application provides e-commerce, finance, ERP, and CRM for over 30,000 active customers today. These companies trust us to run their business and never have to worry about how to maintain the system or whether they have the features and functions as their industry changes. Today we'll be focusing on the development layer, or rather how NetSuite can mold to any business quickly. We'll just be scratching the surface with Suite Builder, Suite Analytics, and Suite Flow to configure fields, reports, and workflows, respectively, to match your business's changing needs. NetSuite is built for change. We will first configure our user's dashboard to add key performance indicators, or KPIs for short, that will help us do our day-to-day work quickly. Next, we will create a new field on the customer or client record and report on it so we can support a new departmental need. Lastly, we will modify a workflow to accommodate new business rules. Let's assume that we got a promotion at our company and our goal has shifted to focus more on invoicing and collections. So we'll need to bring to light KPIs that focus more on accounts receivable, or AR for short, such as clients to bill and overdue invoices, as our management business objectives, or MBOs, may be tied to how quickly we can shrink these exceptions. These KPIs will lead to a list of exceptions so we can act on them. We can also add reporting metrics like outstanding receivables to our list and throw on a KPI meter to compare against baselines or prior periods. The receivables KPI will take us to the AR aging report. This report will show all the outstanding customer balances by 30, 60, and 90 days, but you can quickly configure the periods in the options below. Let's assume that our department wants to track and subtotal how much we are owed by different types of customers. For instance, our pharmaceutical customers, what is their total overdue balance? Which vertical takes the longest to pay us so that we can devise a strategy to shrink it? So we will first add a new drop-down field that will store this information. As an administrator, it is extremely easy to do. Navigate to the form you want to modify, edit the record, and select the new field option from the Customize menu. Here we will define a new drop-down named Vertical with 3 options so far: Pharmaceutical, Technology, and Consumer Goods. We will add this to the main section of the form, and we will also add some help documentation to facilitate end user adoption. Now we refresh the form and the new field is available. We can modify the form later to change the field's placement, but that is how fast and flexible it is to configure new fields. These are just the basics, but we can support any field type, including attachment uploads. There are no limitations to which records we can add fields, and there is no limit to the number of fields that we can add. And because NetSuite uses a relational database, you can add as many subrecords as you'd like. The possibilities really are endless. I've taken the liberty of filling out these fields for our existing customer base. When we go back to our AR aging report, we can change the standard report to meet our new needs. Most of our customers start with one of the 300 reports we have out of the box and modify it as opposed to starting from scratch. We start by clicking on Customize, which takes us to our report writer screen. Now we add our custom field and change the grouping so we can identify which vertical takes the longest to pay us. I could have easily selected other metrics like sales rep and territory to identify which reps or area VPs we can lean on to help with collections. And now we have our final results. The pharmaceutical vertical takes the longest to pay us. Now that we've identified our target, we can initiate workflows for future orders and invoices. For example, we may choose to have additional levels for estimate approvals of pharmaceutical companies so that our VPs are aware that they may have longer days to pay and that their commissions, which is based on collections, will therefore be delayed. Creating workflows is very easy. In this example, we'd like to modify our invoice collection procedure to send a reminder email with statements to those pharmaceutical customers that are late. This is called dunning. The current workflow only activates after an invoice is 30 days overdue, and the workflow would automatically send a reminder email, and if the amount is greater than $10,000, we'll create a phone call for the rep and put the credit on hold. We want all future invoices for the pharmaceutical vertical to do that last step as well, regardless of dollar amount. So we create a new state, add conditions to move it to the latter stages. These conditions will simply state that customers in the pharmaceutical vertical will always initiate the sending of a collection email, regardless of whether they are first-time offenders. And finally, we'll link it with the preceding action to complete the workflow. This is just like an actionable Visio diagram. In this all too common example, we've walked through how our end user can configure his or her dashboard to add new KPIs, support his or her new duties, how an administrator can create new fields and modify reports to support a department's new needs, and how the same administrator can configure a workflow process to take into account new business processes. The true power of NetSuite is that its platform can support your agile business. Other ERPs and financial management systems will struggle to do that. What I've just shown here is sampling of the NetSuite platform. To find out more about how NetSuite can help your business, please visit netsuite.com/platform.